Hello, Sairam students. Okay, ready with your books for today's class? Okay. Now till now students, in this chapter we have learned about multiplication of fractions with whole numbers, multiplication of two fractions as well as more than two fractions, and also we have done with multiplication of two mixed fractions. Correct? Now today let us continue with this chapter and learn about reciprocal of a fraction as well as division of fractions. Now under division of fractions, you'll be learning about division of a whole number by a fraction and also division of a fraction by a whole number. Now see the first and the second point, that is the first one is division of a whole number by a fraction and the second one is division of a fraction by a whole number. Okay, let us continue with the first point, that is reciprocal of a fraction. Now, what do you mean by reciprocal? Reciprocal of a fraction means that is inverting the given fraction, that is changing the numerator to the denominator and the denominator to the numerator. And it is also called the multiplicative inverse of a fraction. Okay, now the reciprocal of a whole number is always 1 divided by the whole number. That is, for example, the reciprocal of 5. Now here 5 is a whole number. So if you have to write the reciprocal of 5, we'll write it as 1 upon 5. Okay? Okay, now see this here. 2 upon 5 is the fraction. Now if we have to write the fraction that is reciprocal of 2 upon 5, the 2 is in numerator place. So while writing the reciprocal, the 2 will be in denominator place. And 5 is in denominator place. When you are writing the reciprocal, the 5 will be in the numerator place. So the reciprocal of the fraction 2 upon 5 is 5 upon 2. Okay. Now, a number is changed to an improper fraction before finding its reciprocal. Now suppose if you are having a mixed fraction, that is here in the example you can see 2 whole 1 upon 3 is your mixed fraction. Now if you have to write the reciprocal of this, first you have to convert it into improper fraction. That means 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 1, that is 7. So your improper fraction will be 7 upon 3. Now you can write the reciprocal of this. So the reciprocal of 7 upon 3 will be 3 upon 7. Okay? Okay, now the second point what you have to remember is the product of a number and its reciprocal is always 1. Now suppose if you have a fraction 4 upon 5 and you write the reciprocal of 4 upon 5 is 5 upon 4. Okay, now here 5 is a common factor, 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5. 4 is divisible by 4 ones are 4. So 1 into, that is your product of this number and its reciprocal will be 1. Okay. Okay, let us start with the exercise 5.3, which you have to do it in your notebook. Okay. The first question is find the reciprocal of the following numbers. The first one is 3 upon 11. The reciprocal of 3 upon 11 is 11 upon 3. The reciprocal of 14 is 1 upon 14. The reciprocal of 1 is 1. The reciprocal of 82 upon 57 is 57 upon 82. And the reciprocal of 72 upon 103 is 103 upon 72. Okay. Now let us start with division of fractions. So let us come to the first point, that is division of a whole number by a fraction. Okay. Now just look at this figure students. Here you have to divide 3 by half. That is 3 whole number. This 3 you have to divide each whole into half and you have to find out how many halves are there in 3. Okay. Now children, suppose if I am dividing this square each into half, Okay. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That is what is here. That is 1 square if you are dividing it into 2 halves. So there will be total 6 halves. That is halves. Okay. So that means 3, when you divide it into half each. Okay. So that will be 3 upon 1 divided by half. So when you write the reciprocal of half, that will be 3 upon 1 into 2 upon 1. So that means 3 2s is 6 upon 1. So your answer is 6. Okay. So that is division of a whole number by a fraction. Now let us take the second example. Okay. Here 3 wholes, you have to divide it into pieces each 1/6 of a whole. So how many pieces are there? Now here in this there are 3 wholes. Each you have to divide it into 1/6 part. So here in first I have divided this into 6 parts. That means each part is 1/6 part of a whole. Again here 6 parts. So let me continue this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Again here 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So total how many parts are there? That is 18 sixths. Okay. So that means if these 3 wholes, if I'm dividing each into 1/6 part, that will be 3 upon 1 divided by 1 upon 6. Okay. So that means you are writing the reciprocal of 1 upon 6. That will be 3 upon 1 into 6 upon 1. So your final answer is 3 6 are 18. So how many pieces are there here? 18 pieces. Okay. So I hope you all must have understood that is division of a whole by a fraction. Okay. So to divide a whole number by a fraction, the first thing what you have to do is change the sign of division to multiplication. And the second point is multiply the given whole number by the reciprocal of the fractions. Okay. Now suppose if I am taking the whole number as 3 divided by half. So first thing what I'll do is, I'll change this sign. So my sign will be 3 upon 1 into, and I'll write the reciprocal, that is 2 upon 1. Then multiply the given whole number by the reciprocal of the fraction. Now the reciprocal of half is 2 upon 1. Okay. So whole number when you divide it by fraction, when you do it, that is whole number into reciprocal of the fractions. Okay. Yes. Let us start with an example here. Okay. Now here you have to divide 20 is a whole number. Divide 20 by 4 upon 5. Now here if you are dividing 20, you'll write the denominator as 1, that is 20 upon 1 divided by 4 upon 5. Okay, now first point what we have to do is we have to change the division sign into multiplication sign. Okay, so this 20 upon 1 will be 20 upon 1 multiplied by, second point is you have to multiply it by the reciprocal of the fraction. Now what is the reciprocal of 4 upon 5? Reciprocal of 4 upon 5 is 5 upon 4. Correct? Now 4 and 20. Okay. So here 4 is divisible by 20 is divisible by 4. So 4 ones are 4. 4 5s are 20. Now when you write the answer, your answer will be 5 5s are 25 upon 1. That means your final answer is 25. Okay. So only two things you have to keep it in mind. The first thing is you have to change the division sign into multiplication sign. And the second thing is when you multiply, you have to multiply it by the reciprocal of the fraction. Okay, now let us come to the second point, that is division of a fraction by a whole number. The first one what we did was division of a whole number by a fraction. Now here the second one is division of a fraction by a whole number. Let us start with, now to divide a fraction by a whole number, again the same thing, you have to change the sign of division to multiplication. Okay, multiply the given fraction by the reciprocal of the whole number. Here when the fraction is, suppose if the fraction is 2 upon 5 divided by 3 is your whole number. So when you divide this, 2 upon 5 will remain as it is. This 3 whole number will become, that is the reciprocal of 3 is 1 upon 3. Okay, so your final answer is 2 upon 15. Yes, so what thing you have to keep it in mind is, first thing is you will change the division sign into multiplication sign and then multiply the given fraction with the reciprocal of the whole number. Yes. Yes, let us see an example of this. Here you have to divide 4 upon 7 by 5. Now when you divide this 4 upon 7, fraction will remain as it is. Divide by 5. Now when you write this 4 upon 7, division sign will change into multiplication sign and the reciprocal of 5 will be 1 upon 5. This will be 5 upon 1. Okay, so when you write the reciprocal, it will be 1 upon 5. Now when you multiply, that answer will be 4 ones is 4, 7 5s is 35. So your final answer is 4 upon 35. Yes. Yes. Now coming to our exercise sums, exercise 5.3, same exercise. The question number is different. The question number is 2, where you have to find the solution. D1. Okay. Here you have to find the solution, that is whole number has to be divided by a fraction. Now the first thing what you will do is write the whole number, that will be 30 upon 1. Okay. Divided by 3 upon 10. Now the first point what you have to keep it in mind is change the division sign to multiplication sign. So this will be 30 upon 1 multiplied by, then you have to multiply it with the reciprocal of the fraction. Now what is the reciprocal of 3 upon 10? The reciprocal of 3 upon 10 is 10 upon 3. Yes. Now here 30 is divisible by 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 tens are 30. Now when you write the answer, 10 tens are is 100. So your answer is 100. Okay. Now let us see the solution to this. Here in this slide, same thing, 30 upon 1 divided by 3 upon 10. Okay, the first step. Second step is 30 upon 10. You'll change the division sign to multiplication. 3 upon 10, reciprocal of 3 upon 10 is 10 upon 3. And when you just cancel this, 3 tens are 30. 10 tens are is 100. Yes. Okay. Now coming to the second one, E sum. Here you have to divide 32 divided by 2 whole 1 upon 3. Here it is a mixed fraction. So what we have to do? We have to change it into improper fraction. Correct? So first let me change this 2 whole 1 upon 3 into improper fraction. So this will be 32 upon 1 divided by, when I change this mixed fraction into improper, it will be 3 2s are 6 plus 1, that is 7 upon 3. Now when first point, that is, I'll change this division sign into multiplication sign, and the reciprocal of 7 upon 3 will be 3 upon 7. Okay, and my answer now here, no number is divisible, so 32 into 3 upon 1 into 7. So 32 into 3 is 96 upon 7. Okay. Yes, just check your answer with this. Okay, just check in this slide. I have shown you the working again. Yes, 32 divided by 2 whole 1 upon 3. 32 upon 1 divided by, when you change this 2 whole 1 upon 3 it into improper, it becomes 7 upon 3. Now change the division sign to multiplication. So 32 upon 1 into 3 upon 7. So that will be 96 upon 7. Now coming to the next one, J1. Here 24 upon 15 divided by 8. So 24 upon 15 divided by 8 upon 1. 1 will be your denominator. Change the division sign to multiplication. So 24 upon 15 multiplied by reciprocal of 8 upon 1 will become 1 upon 8. Now here 24 is divisible by 8. So 8 ones are 8. 8 threes are 24. 15 is divisible by 3. So 3 ones are 3 and 3 fives are 15. So your final answer is 1 upon 5 ones are 5. Okay. Coming to the next one, N1. Now children, here both the fractions are mixed fractions. So we have to change it into improper fraction first. So this will be, when you change it into improper, 4 8s are 32 plus 3, that is 35 upon 8 divided by 2 4s are 8 plus 1, that is 9 upon 4. Now change the sign. So this will be 35 upon 8 multiplied by 4 upon 9. Now 35 is not divisible by 9 or 8. So but 8 is divisible by 4. So 4 ones are 4. 4 twos are 8. Okay. So now your answer will be 35 ones are 35 and 2 nines are is 18. Now 35 upon 18 is an improper fraction. So you will divide 35 by 18 and write the answer in mixed fraction. So when you divide it, your quotient will be 1. Remainder is 17 upon 18. So your final answer is 1 whole 17 upon 18. Okay. Just check your answer with this. 4 whole 3 upon 8. You have changed it into improper fraction, and then using the multiplication sign, write the reciprocal of 9 upon 4. So 8, 4 2s are 8, 4 1s are 4. Okay, 35 upon 18. When you divide it, your answer will be 1 whole 17 upon 18. Now coming to the next one, last sum. Yes, 25 divided by 3 whole 1 upon 5. So 25 upon 1 divided by, this you have changed it into improper. 5 3s are 15 plus 1 will become 16 upon 5. Now change the division sign to multiplication. So that will be 25 upon 1 into 5 upon 16. Okay. Now here no number is divisible. So 25 multiplied by 5 is 125 upon 16, which is an improper fraction. So divide it and then write it in a mixed fraction, that is 7 whole 13 upon 16. Okay. Now based on this, homework sums for you. 5 sums which you have to do it in your homework part. 7 divided by 1 upon 3, 22 divided by 2 upon 5, 5 upon 11 divided by 2, and 8 upon 15 divided by 4, and 13 upon 10 divided by 6. So hope children, you all must have understood about this division concept, that is division of whole number by a fraction and of a fraction by a whole number. So meet you in the next class. Till then, thank you students.